They took me out of the country. So when Raila Odinga is claiming that I'm responsible for what happened to me, and is not blaming Uhuru Kenyatta and the thugs that destroyed my home, that detained me, that tortured me, that chemically poisoned me, that put me in a plane unconscious up to Dubai. When Raila Odinga says MIGUNA traveled to Dubai, and you know that I did not travel to Dubai. When Raila Odinga says we tried to bring him back to Nairobi, he must tell people how. What did Raila Odinga do? What has Raila Odinga said concretely that is in the public record? He can't tell us of discussions that he had that we have not actually seen, we have not heard, that are not in the public domain. He talks as if he was detained with me. He talks as if for the 10 days that these goons have violated my rights, viciously abridged my constitutional rights. He talks as if he was with me. He reveals, quote unquote, things that have not been known to the public, as if he was there. We know he was not there. Even my lawyers were not given access to me. My lawyers have not said these things against me. The press were there when Raila Odinga came to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, drunk as a skunk. He couldn't even speak. He was incoherent. He couldn't stand on his 2 feet. That's why he was sitting there pretending that he's talking on the phone. We would like to see concrete action. If these mythical bridges mean anything, we would like to see whether the rule of law is going to be upheld, whether the Constitution is going to be adhered to strictly, whether court orders are going to be obeyed, all of them. And we have to start with the court order that says they must return my passport in its valid form. The second one is that they must treat me as a Kenyan citizen whose citizenship was never cancelled. The purported cancellation of citizenship was a crime. And the people who purported to do that have been convicted by the High Court. That conviction has not been set aside. Let Raila Odinga openly condemn these outrageous, barbaric acts. He cannot be part of these acts while pretending to be the people's president. Whose president is he? When I saw Raila Odinga in, and I'm the one who did it, let me say why. Swearing someone in or administering an oath is actually being able to be the one that signs the document, the oath. I'm the one who did. Only 2 names are on that document. Raila Odinga's name and my name. Anyone else who thinks that a gown or an attire administers oath is ignorant. So I administered that oath. I'm the only Kenyan since independence whose passport has been taken away and not restored. The only Kenyan who has been forced into exile while sedated. The only Kenyan whose citizenship has been purportedly withdrawn without a court order. And in disobedience, blatant disobedience of 13 court orders. This is not going to be accepted by our members, the NRM members, and cannot be accepted by Kenyans. We must start confronting the culture of impunity head on. We are not scared of Raila Odinga. We are not scared of Uhuru Kenyatta. Nobody is above the law. These 2 individuals are just human beings like us. And they cannot behave as if they are gods. They are not. And from today, we are going to confront all the distortions, all the revisionist acts that they are trying to perpetrate, twisting factual events and trying to make them what they are not buying newspaper editors and reporters so that they can destroy my reputation. They can change known facts. Kenyans are not stupid. Kenyans are not going to tolerate this kind of deception anymore. Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta are not visionary leaders. They are tyrants, and they must be opposed by Kenyans of goodwill. While rapacious looting is taking place at the NYS, at the Ministry of Health, at the Eurobond, it's now like a department in the presidency. While looting is going on in the counties, in all ministries, Raila Odinga is eating with Uhuru Kenyatta and is inviting others, greedy people, selfish people, people whose agenda is not public service, but how much they can line their pockets. They're ready to jump into the trough, the gravy train. The cynics, the opportunists are all lining up, and we must tell them that their time is up. Their time is up. This is what they're afraid of. This is why they want to keep me for as long as possible in forced exile. We are going to tell them that the struggle will and must continue. Nelson Mandela was jailed in 1964 for 27 years, and he was at the Robben Islands for all that time. The struggle did not end. Govan Mbeki and many other leaders of the ANC operated from exile. Apartheid eventually ended. This tyranny in Kenya is not going to last forever. We are going to defeat it. Amin was more rapacious, was more vicious, was more violent than Uhuru Kenyatta, and he was a military man. He was defeated. Bokassa, Emperor Bokassa, was defeated in Central African Republic. Mobutu Sese Seko was defeated in DRC Congo. Samuel Doe was defeated, even though he was much more vicious. Being vicious, being violent, being a tyrant is not going to save these mythical bridge builders. This bridge is going nowhere. This myth about reconciliation is going nowhere. It's going nowhere because it is a concoction, a manipulation, a deceptive, fraudulent act by two individuals to save their skin. The myth will be exposed and Kenyans will be liberated. Viva!